There's one called The Message from Deep Space, which is like a puzzle game. So we'll give that one a try here. Maybe. There we go. Dr. Avalar. I don't actually have a PhD. Right click to continue. Let me turn the volume up on this one for you guys, I think. I'm Dr. Douglas Doppler, Head of Materials Science for the American Space Agency. I'm joined by astronomer Dr. Akers, computer programmer Dr. Batista, and linguist Dr. Collins, and translator Dr. Avalar. So why are we here? This morning, May 13th, 1973, we began the investigation of the world's first extraterrestrial contact. So we're not alone. And we're the first to know. 10 days ago, a meteor crashed down in Cape Esberg, Alaska. Though it's beyond my expertise, meteors land quite often. What's the cause for the investigation? This meteor has an antenna from which it is broadcasting a radio transmission. A single signal lasting about, let me see here, 0.8066 seconds. Then it pauses for just as long and repeats again. Just about 0.866 seconds. I don't know. I'll move myself up a little bit because I am covering some of the on-screen dialogue. The antenna was not added after it was recovered. Nope. Geoseismic stations detected the meteor's crash landing. Then a naval boat immediately picked up the unusual signal on its radio, before the meteor was ever recovered. This is without the doubt the work of an extraterrestrial life form. An advanced one at that. The signal transmits for 0.8066 seconds, then pauses, then resumes. Your hypothesis? It's waiting for a response. The signal, what frequency are we looking at? It's roughly 1.42 million kilohertz. Okay, then it wouldn't be kilohertz, would it? That would be gigahertz, I think. Then we're lucky that a world-class astronomer like me is here. Dr. Akers, this means something to you? It's the hydrogen line. Hydrogen atoms, when their electron changes spin, they release electromagnetic radiation. And it's always exactly at that frequency. That's beyond my expertise. Put simply, what is significant about that frequency? It's a universal constant. So it's the same frequency every time. Every time, everywhere, no matter where you are in the universe. This is true. Looks like I built the right team with you four. Dr. Bartista, take them to the control room. Get the team set up on the computer. And start broadcasting transmissions. What do we broadcast? That's up to Dr. Avalar. Figure out what it is the aliens want to say. Uncover their message for all of humanity. That's your mission. Good luck. I love how there's just a lost cat poster and we're having this meeting in, like, the break room. Okay. Okay, so there are like different hint modes. I'm gonna turn off the scan lines because I usually bitrate compression hates that. So I think that's gonna make Twitch happier. And we can undo the chromatic aberration, which is what I think that's what they mean by split colors. I guess we'll keep whatever the default hint setting was for the demo anyways. Okay, and that's just save and quit. Okay. So they're giving us the hydrogen line number as an output. I guess we'll respond. Or, oh no, this is what they're sending us. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm gonna probably need a notebook for this puzzle game. Let me grab my scrap paper here. Sorry, banging into the microphone there. Let's see. So 14204057552. I'm gonna assume that the first thing they're gonna look for is that we understand the significance of the hydrogen line and send it back to them. Okay, new signal detected, reading signal. Whoa, the signal changed. Yeah, it did. So the meteor isn't just repeating. It really is waiting for a response. There really is something out there. I still can't believe this signal really changed. I can. Huh? I can believe it. We read the frequency and transmitted it back. Party pooper. Okay, so now they've changed what they're sending us to a different number. I guess we'll just rinse and repeat back the number they're giving us. One 420406008. Okay, now they've gone back to the first number. So does that mean we did it wrong or we did it right? I guess we'll give them back the first number again. Okay, and then 1420440. Okay. 5753. Okay, so they're changed it again, but only by 1 hertz. 5753. Okay, ain't that splendid? Another new transmission. I wonder what this means. It means we can monkey see, monkey do. Yeah. Acknowledgement is the first step to communication. Batusta's just a party pooper. Okay. So I guess we'll send back this new number. 204. Hang on. 14204 05753. Okay, so now they're sending us more than one thing at a time. So they're just incrementing. They're just sending us the sequence. Okay. Oh, Chaos, thanks for the raid. Let me get you a shout out here. What were you guys up to? Well, thanks for sending people over. Raid and run if you need to. We had just finished playing Mold Cleaning, which is a kind of a cute pixel art style game that's a little bit like Power Watch Sim, but also has some kind of cool, unique mechanics. And now we're just on to checking out some more Next Fest demos. This one's called The Signal from Outer Space. So we're like in the 70s and we're this meteorite crashed and is sending these signals, and we're like trying to figure out how to respond to it. All we've gotten so far is they're sending us like the number that's the frequency line of hydrogen, which is just like a universal constant. And we've gotten to the point now where they're just sending us like incrementing numbers. So it's kind of a puzzle game that seems interesting. I guess we will just send back the same sequence of numbers. Do we not have copy and paste in the 70s? We might not, actually. Yeah, stream's been pretty good so far. Okay, 11420405753. Yeah, that looks right. We'll send that back and see. What's not a number? Oh, I can't type.
Loki the Mantle Beast just followed.
Thank you for the follow. Do you just go by Loki or?
We reached our followers goal of 25. Thank you everyone.
Well, yes, thank you everyone for the follows. I think that will get me to affiliate. So thank you so much for that. Twitch's API has been goofy. My Streamlabs counter doesn't match my Twitch counter for some reason. Maybe I set it up wrong. I hit 1 twice here and it should not be. Is that right? 1420 405,752. Okay. Yeah, Loki. Okay. I'll try to remember, but I can be terrible with names sometimes. Okay, let's try this then. No signal change. Okay. They probably want us to then predict the next sequence to show that we're actually intelligent and not just like echoing back whatever we're hearing. Is our system still functioning? Yes, all systems online. That just leaves one thing. The meteor is done with us mirroring. Yeah. This sort of gets into some of the interesting things that like people at like SETI, which is like the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, like how do you like find something and know that it's actually like an intelligent thing and not like a natural phenomenon? So they probably want us to do like 5, 6, 7. Aha, I said the thing. No, that didn't change it either, huh? That's the right number, right? They did 2, 3, 4. Added 5, 6, 7. Okay. What are they looking for then? I guess we could do like the Fibonacci sequence is something that we typically look for as a sign of alien life. 3, 5, 8. So if you're not super familiar, Fibonacci sequence, if you start at 1, the next number is the last 2 numbers added together. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, and so on. And eventually it becomes a little bit harder to do in my head. So it's 21 and 34. I don't know, we'll try that. I don't know how much we would be sending. No, that didn't work. Maybe we count down instead of up? Because they did 2, 3, 4. What if we do 4, 3, 2? No. Okay. They sure aren't giving you much in the way of hints, are they? So they don't want us to send them back the exact same thing. Maybe they just want us to send the very first number in the sequence. The very first next number. Okay, yeah, that's what they're looking for. Oh, Dr. Avalar figured that one out. Oh yes, I'm so smart. It only took me several tries. And it wasn't just repeating the inbound signal. No snarky comment? Congrats. What? That's all you have to say? No winning with you, party pooper. I don't see what Anchors has against Dr. Barsta. Okay. I feel like, and again, it's kind of twofold, right? The dev has like how much can the dev anticipate what you're going to put in a free text field in a puzzle game, but I feel like where I had put in this next sequence of 3 numbers should have counted. Okay, so now they send us 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we'll just try sending back 8. Well, let me see. This still is off the base frequency, right? The other thing that's kind of interesting about this is like, okay, this is a meteor that crashed on Earth. So like, is it pre-programmed to like communicate, or does it have like an artificial intelligence or something inside of it? Like how would you program a probe that you would send into the universe to try and communicate with an alien species you basically know nothing about? There's actually some interesting things around that on like the Voyager Golden Record. Like there are things relating like we basically like show like, okay, here's the hydrogen line. I think we have it on there in a couple different ways. I'm just going off memory, but they have like something based on the hydrogen line. They have something based on like the decay of certain atoms, like the time it takes for them to radioactively decay. And like they basically on there like, okay, this is how we define a second. And like there's sort of like these instructions based off universal constants, which are kind of it's really an interesting thing to think about. So I really like the premise of this game. It just kind of scratches the right part of my ADHD brain, I guess. Okay, so they did it 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't know, we could send 8, but I wonder if they're going to look for like the next sequence of 4, or if they're just going to take the next one again. Okay, they're just going to take the next one again. Okay, now they're sending us a lot. Okay, computer updated. What are these new tabs in the left display? The update. Allow me to reiterate, what exactly are these tabs? Open them. One's a history of all our transmissions. Oh, and you even put our response transmissions. And the other's a history of the auto log, so everything we've said. So I can go blah, 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 blah. Stop clogging the log. Fine. Blah. I'm ending this recording. Okay. Okay, so there's basically like each level here. Okay, that's really useful. I do wish we had copy and paste. Actually, when was copy and paste? invented. It's sort of weird to think about some of these computer things we take for granted, but like someone had to invent undo, someone had to invent copy and paste. So since this takes place in like the very early 70s, I'm totally not getting distracted, guys. Xerox Park, okay, in the 70s. In 74 to 75. Okay, so copy and paste might not have been invented yet by the time at the time this game takes place, which is very weird to think about. Okay, so now they're sending us. Okay, they're sending us one of a more complex pattern where they're alternating a sequence with zeros. So I'm assuming this is like those tests where they're like, okay, what's going to be the next number? So it's going to be 7. And then everything's like based around this hydrogen frequency. Like we're just incrementing around it, which is kind of silly, but it's like it's a number to agree on, I guess. So that's gonna be 142040057. Does that mean? No, I don't see transmission 7 yet. Okay, so 1424057. No, it needs to be 7, not 8. Okay. I don't know if they're gonna expect us to send the 0 also. No. Okay. Now they're sending us a sequence incrementing by 2. Okay. So then this one will be 8. Okay, now they finally switched to something completely different. Okay, software updated or compiler updated. The what? Oh, how the radio signals compile to the screen. I've updated it. The incoming frequency is now minus the 1.4 billion. Okay. So the real frequencies are this plus or minus the 4 billion. Okay. Yes. And then we can input these smaller adjusted numbers. Yes. To input a signal of 142040575 input 0. So that means no more. Oh, I wasn't memorizing them. I was writing them down in my notebook here. Due to your poor programming skills, I update the computer and I'm thanked with an insult. Maybe you will see less improvements in your workstation. Hey, don't catch me in the crossfire here. Sorry, Dr. Collins. Okay. Okay, so now they're counting down. So they're probably just looking for 2. Okay, our computer crashed. Or is that just the end of the demo? Nope, now we're back at our break room having a meeting with our boss. Dr. Akers, Barista Collins, Dr. Avalar. I've been looking forward to this all week. What do you have? We've received new transmissions, and the frequency has changed a lot. Oh, really? That's fantastic. I think the animation poses are super silly. I love it. So what'd the meteors say? The meteors established a communication protocol. They've started a call and response game. Explain. They send a transmission leaving a gap for us to fill in. If Dr. Avalar fills it in with the frequency they're expected, we're treated to a new transmission. Interesting. They're towing us along. So what are these new frequencies? Anything special? They've been as high as 7 Hz above the hydrogen line, and as low as 2 Hz below. Sorry, 7 Hz, could you articulate on that? Well, you're in luck that I'm here. Oh boy. Get on with it. The electromagnetic waves that the meteorite is broadcasting oscillate at a given frequency. The meteorite's spewing out a wave of energy, and that energy goes up and down. And our antennas basically counts how many times that wave cycles up and down per second. That gives us the frequency, which we measure in cycles per second, or hertz. So if the frequency we see is 7 Hz above the hydrogen line, we're counting 7 more cycles in the wave per second. Right on. So why is it 7 Hz higher? Hertz is a unit based on second, a human-created time unit. There's nothing particularly special about the second. No reason that other alien civilizations would use it, right? Barista, I am cheating. Oh? Hey barista, probably shouldn't tell your boss that. Hertz is a misnomer. Since each signal is transmitted for 0.8066 seconds, I use that as the denominator. So it's not really hertz. You're measuring in alien hertz. Yeah, the baseline is the hydrogen line in hertz, while the offset frequencies are offset by alien hertz. And you're using their alien second unit. You're not half bad, barista. Our antenna is detecting differences in frequency at 0.8066 seconds. I was unaware such extreme narrowband radio receivers existed. Me too, until about a week ago. Our antenna reliably records down to 0.1 Hertz. Then these aliens are really pushing it. We can't perceive much smaller divisions in wavelength. Then it's a good thing we've got one of the highest precision radio receivers and transmitters in the world. That's a lot of pressure. Yep, but maybe that's something to keep in mind. Everyone wants to know what humanity's first alien contact has to say. Everyone wants to know what they're like. The whole world's counting on you four. So do your best, remember that. Will do, Dr. Doppler. You know we will. Groups completed. Hello world. 9 transmissions, no words. Okay, so at some point are we gonna start having words? Alan's journal. Status hopeful. I think this mission might just be the right place for me. I've already caught on to the hydrogen line frequency, even when no one else did. That's pretty swell, if I might add. Barista's log. This computer system rocks. Carrie's diary. Dear diary, I think I'm still in disbelief. An alien encounter in my lifetime, and I'm the linguist acting in an advisory role. I will make the most of this experience. I will serve this mission to the best of my duties. Doppler's report. The team is off to a good start. I definitely picked the right 4 for this mission. Oh, I get to actually write thoughts. I have no idea what to say. I guess first set of communications are just proving that I can spell that we are intelligent life. Act 1 begins. Alright. I wonder how long this demo is. Oh, they're sending us very long signals now, aren't they? Idea available. What's in ideas? Idea sent to autolog. The update worked. Yay. You updated the computer and didn't tell anyone? There was a pop-up for Dr. Avalar. Good grief. This way, we will not interrupt their train of thought. We can just say we have an idea. Is this what you were working on all night? Oh, yes. Another update is in progress. I expect your dedication, Dr. Barista. Okay. So they're basically sending us another sequence of numbers. Good golly, I'm just realizing this is one hefty message. 40 signals. So half a minute of signals then. Quite hefty. Okay. 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so I think this is almost acting like it's a base 7 numbering system, where like 8 equals 10. Not that that really makes a ton of sense, because we're measuring these in our numbers. It shouldn't really be like that. It might just be a pattern they're wanting us to repeat, though. Either way, I think the next number is going to be... They're going to want 2, 0 as the response. But let's see. Okay, yeah, that's what they wanted. 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 7. Okay, I think 7, 8. I think they're still just trying to... No signal change. Okay. Yeah, I know. You're pretending it's a base 7 numbering system, I think. So it should actually be 100. Okay, I didn't really need this hint, but we'll read it. 7, 8 didn't work. Well, if we follow the precedent set by the last transmission, we can use signals above 7 to represent numerical digits. Okay, yeah. Okay, now we have another transcript. Signal 2, -2 doesn't seem to function like a number. Theories. Well, they're using it as like a new line, or like a reset. Not a number, huh? Update coming soon. Yeah. They're using it like a comma or something, like we would in like a list of numbers. Okay, so 1, 2, 4, 10, 20, 40, 100. Okay, so this is base 4 numbering, I think. So what do they want? 200? Okay, new signal, reading signal. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Double -2. 1, 4, 7, 12. Okay, I'm gonna have to write this one out because I'm not... Is this like a matrix, maybe? Or like a grid of numbers? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have like a double comma. 1, 4, 7, 12. And then another reset, and 10, missing the last number. Okay, so I think they want us to complete the sequence 10, 6, 4. What is the fourth number? Okay, well 10 to 6 is minus 4. 6 to 4 is minus 2. So then the next one would be minus 1. So I think they're just looking for 3. No, that's not it. Okay, what's the idea we have here? We're dealing with 3 separate sequences. Yeah, I figured that out. And they are... First one we count up, start with the first one, count up by 1. Then we start at and count up by 3s. It gets a little funky at the 12, but otherwise holds. Not 12, it's 1, 2, and base 8. Yeah, whatever. The point is, this isn't one list of numbers, it's 3, all with different starting points and increments. Yeah, I figured that out. Oh, but I'm thinking 10 as in base 10. That's why it's wrong. So 10 is actually 8. So they're all minus 2, so it should be 2, not 3. Right. Okay, new compiler updates. You mind explaining? We can name signals. The sub-zero signals? Yes. Anything below 0 is marked as a word. They didn't seem to function as numbers. You can input the words as well and it will convert to numerical signals. Wait, what? I'm assuming that means if we name -2 apple, then if we type apple into the console, it'll convert to a -2 frequency. Yeah. Okay. So we should name this. Honestly, comma. Although we'll see if that's like a special character and going to be a problem. And now that works. Okay. So then we have 0, 0, 0, 0. 1, 3, 5. Okay, and then they're expecting the next in that sequence. 5 plus 2. 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I think they just want 7. Okay. Okay, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 10. What? Oh, this is the Fibonacci sequence. Okay. 0, 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8, but because this is base 8, their 10th place counts as 8. Okay, so then we're going to be looking for... eight plus 5, which is going to be 13, which I have to figure out in base 8 is going to be 1, 5, I think. Yeah. Transmission group. -5. What is -5 gonna mean? No ideas. Okay. So 2, 3, 5. Okay, this must be equals. Right? Would that make sense? 6 plus 1 would equal 7. 1 plus 4. I'm not sure that... I don't know. We'll go with equals for now, but I'm not entirely sure that's what they're meaning with it. But then that would also mean the other one should have been plus, but it definitely wasn't. It was just a like a sequence of numbers. Let's see. In any case, they're looking for 5. How's the dictionary compiler thing work? Could you clarify? Just in case Dr. Collins or Dr. Avalar are confused. Yes, it couldn't possibly be that you're confused. It never trust someone who's unwilling to admit they just don't know something when they're like in a position like this where they should have an open mind. I'm not confused. Dr. Avalar, are you confused? Sounds like they understand just fine. Are these words coming from the meteorite? No, I suspect the extraterrestrials speak no human language. We're just receiving the radio waves from the meteor, each at different frequencies. The dictionary helps us define the signals on our end, for when we find consistent non-numerical uses for a signal. Makes sense. Glad I clarified for everyone. For everyone. Right. Okay. 5, 2, 7. 2, 3, 5. 3, 1. Okay. So we have like this new -4 word. Then what other? So we have 2, 5. Maybe it's 4. Like, they haven't changed anything, right? They're still basically asking us 5 plus, or stating 5 plus 2 equals 7, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 3 plus 1 equals, and then they're asking us that question. But I'm not clear. Maybe this one should be like, okay, I guess I can't do semicolons. Maybe they're saying like this is addition. Add or maybe add previous. Collins, what do you figure? Figure add works just fine. Adding the previous numbers seems to be how the meteor formats mathematical expressions. So add previous may be redundant. Just their grammar at work is all. I see. Add previous just gets better in my lobes. Okay. Fine. Whatever makes you happier. I don't have like caps lock on, right? Okay, it's just stuck at caps. Okay. So add previous, and then this must be equals. Okay, so the dialect's just confirming that this is what the devs are thinking, I guess. Equals, I like it. As do I. It's been consistent so far. You could shorten it to just equal sign if you desire. Some symbols are permitted in the dictionary. Yeah, that's what I had done before. Plain symbol use. Okay. The simpleton prefers simple. What a surprise. Sorry, what was that? I didn't catch it, but it sounded sassy. It was not. It was pretty sassy. Okay, so let's recompile this. So 5-2 add previous equals 7. But like this is basically the same. I mean, it's basically the same as before. I don't know. So 5, 2, 7, 2, 3, 5. So 3 plus 1 is going to be 4. So they're just sending us it in a different order. 5 equals 3 and 2 added together. 4 equals what? Well, it's going to equal 8, which is 10 in their numbering system. I guess they're just playing around with the order to see that we're understanding. Hey Collins, you seem like you're mulling something over. What's on your mind? The whole no 8s or 9s rule. It's arbitrary, right? It's just how they're choosing to form numbers? Right. So why? Why'd they settle on 0 through 7? Maybe they have 7 fingers on each hand, I don't know. Interesting, I'll join you on the mulling. Actually, an interesting kind of historical thing. You know, we think of like base 10 because, oh, we have like 10 fingers. But, you know, like clocks are base 12. And there's a few other places where like base 12 shows up in like 360 degrees and like some things like that. And that's actually if you, instead of like counting fingers on just one hand, you count your knuckles. You'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you count like your pinky has like 3 joints in it. And then you can count up to 12 on just one hand by putting your thumb on each joint knuckle. So that's kind of where like the base 12 numbering system comes from. And it's just sort of random chance that we settled on the base 10 versus the base 12. For a while there was kind of both. We still see remnants of it in society, which is kind of a neat history fact. Okay, so they're giving us 10. Add previous. No, they're giving us 1, 0, which would be 1. So they're giving us like sequential adds. So I think they're saying 1 plus 0 plus 3 equals 4. That makes sense. Then we have a hard reset. 1 plus 3 plus 5 is going to equal 11. Because that's going to be 8 plus 1, which is 9. You know, it would be nice if we just recompiled their base 8 into base 10 on the computer. It would make our lives a little easier. I get what the devs are going for, though, but I also Yeah, I guess we are using like alien hertz, like they were saying. But I feel like if we were measuring with our equipment, it would still wind up being base 10. Okay, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, so they're giving us a much harder problem with like 3 adds in a row, something we haven't seen before, to check that we're understanding. So it's going to be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So that would be 6 plus 4 is 10. Which is actually going to be 12 in base 8, I think. Yeah. Oh, we get more dialogue here. Why do they do addition backwards? They put add end operation, then result. It's backwards. Remember, Dr. Akers, what's backwards for you may be normal to something else. But math is universal, it's the same everywhere. The math is the same, not the syntax. I guess, but it's still going to need some getting used to. I think there was a programming language that did it that way because it was easier for an interpreter to compile computer code. But yeah, it's all just what you're used to. So 2, 3, something is 6. So this is probably multiplication, but let's see. 2, 1 equals 2. 1, 5 equals what? Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is times. I guess we'll do star. Okay, Barista just likes that we use the star sign. I guess I could probably change this to plus also, just to be consistent. Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 1 is 2, so 1 times 5 is going to be 5. I guess I can do Control E to submit. I don't have to use the mouse. Okay, so they just want 2 times 5, which is, well, 2 times 5 is 10 is ours, but that's going to be 12 in theirs. I have a thought. Glad to hear. Now, what is it? About the aliens' base 8 number system. A few years back, psychologist George Miller researched what humans can cognitively handle, asking how many objects we can mentally juggle simultaneously. He found a magic number, and the magic number is 8? No, it was 7. More or less. So much for your theory. Sorry, Collins. No, the number 7 applies to humans. You're thinking this applies to the aliens, but for the number 8? Exactly. Perhaps they can conceptualize 8 concepts at once. So they made the assumption that whoever or whatever would receive this message would process information similarly. I mean, they could just as easily have no thumbs and just have 4 fingers on each hand. Or no pinkies or whatever. And so they just count to 8. Like, okay, so 2 plus 3 times 2. Okay, so we're getting into like order of operations here. Well, they're not even at giving us an example anymore. They're just asking. Weird though that they're... Okay. Gonna have to start writing this one out. Okay, so we have 2 plus 3. Then we have a 2 times the previous number. Then we have a 1 plus the previous number. And then a 1 times the previous number. And they want to know the answer. Interesting. I guess it depends. I guess we'll just assume that the order of the operations is the same as what we would do, but that might give us the wrong answer. So we do the multiplication first. So the 3 times 2 would be 5, and the 1 times 1 would be 1. So then we wind up with 2 plus 5 plus 1, which would be 8, which for them is going to be 10. Okay, yeah, that didn't work. So if we just assume we're going to do it left to right order and not have any special order operations, then it's going to be 2 plus 3 is 5. And then that's going to be times 2. It's going to be 10 plus 1. It's going to be 11. And then that times 1 is going to be 1. Okay, so then I have to figure out 11 is going to be 13 in their numbering system. Okay. Yeah, because like order of operations again is just something we decided on. And even then, I think there are still like a few places where they do teach order of operations in a slightly different order. But it's almost fully standardized now. Though in computers, you're not always sure, so a lot of times you wind up just using parentheses anyways to be explicit. Okay, so here they're saying 2 plus 3 equals 14. That does not make sense. Well, no, they're not saying 14. They're saying 2 plus 3 equals 1, 4. Okay, right. So 2 plus 3 equals 5. So they're... Okay, so we should basically send back plus would complete this statement, right? Because they're saying 14, it needs to have a plus to be a true statement. They're just testing that we know what addition is. Okay, 3 plus 3 equals 2, 3. Okay, so we would need to say 2 plus 3 plus 1. But how do we do that in the system? So that would be 2, comma 3 plus. And then we should have... nope, that's not what I wanted. Transmissions. Group 3 is addition, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so here they just string them together. There's no commas. So it's going to be 2, 3 plus 1 plus. So they gave us the 2, 3. So they're all on different lines. So it's going to be plus 1. Nope, not 0. 1 plus. Shouldn't that be right? Two, comma 3 plus should be comma 1. No. Okay, did they have a hint for this one? Transmission 24. Six absolutely does not equal 5. Where's 5 coming from? 2, 3 plus. Wait, there's no plus at the end. Right. So we're missing an operator to make this statement truthful. I suspect we need to use another one of our dictionary words here. Okay, we need a different word to make this a truthful statement. Oh, it should just be multiplication, right? 2 times 3 is 6. I'm overthinking it. Okay, and that's the end of week 2. I still don't get why we're meeting in the break room. Where's Barusta? Being a square, I reckon. He's working on the computer, programming something. Sounds like him. Anyways, where are we? It's been our second week of decoding. We're moving along with this thing? We learn why they sent this? Do they have any technology to share? Tell me you have something. Yes, sir, we do. Quite a large breakthrough already. I'm all ears, Dr. Collins. We've established how to write numbers. Probably not what our supervisor's looking for here. Oh, that's all right. I'll adjust my expectations moving forward. No, this is much more exciting than you realize. They format numbers in base 8. Base 8? They count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 10. But 10 isn't really 10. 10 represents the value 8. Annoying. I don't understand it all that well myself, but the implications are what inspire me. I'm listening. Why do the aliens use base 8 to represent numbers? What does that say about their species? I'll have to think on that. It means they picked a random number that was different than the random number we picked. Great work, you four. It's been another good week of progress. Head home, get some sleep, and that goes for Barusta too. Tell him it's an order. Got it. I look forward to all the progress. And one last thing, Dop, I've got a request. Your team is investigating the meteorite itself, correct? Do you think you could perchance take a look at Oh, and log gets cut off. Great. "15 transmissions, 4 words. We've got our comma, plus, equals, and multiplication. Completed number format and math operations. Alan's journal. Status great. This is a weird project. Haven't been a part of anything like it, but I think I'm getting by and pulling my weight. Barusa's log. I only wish the computer interface supported color. Oh well. Dear Diary, I've organized the 24 transmissions we've encountered into 3 groups of interest. An introduction. Dr. Barusa insisted on the title as Hello World. I imagine it is the aliens saying hello to our world. Formatting numbers and arithmetic operations. I can already see this will be unlike any linguistic analysis I've conducted before. 2 weeks in, and I'm expecting the translation teams to crack their language. It's best I bury myself in the materials side of the investigation. And that Dr. Akers, gee, he's a funny one. He's already put in for a favor, asking if I could grab him a figment of the meteorite for him. I suppose it's the least I could do. This team may have a long journey ahead of them. Yay, math. Your colleagues have some ideas for what these signals mean. View the hypothesis inside each entry in the dictionary. Okay, so they're sending us something different. 10 to something equals 4. This is probably division, but let's see what the next one is. 5, 5 equals 1. 6, 3 equals question. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely division. I guess we'll just... I don't think I have a divide symbol, so we'll just do slash. Recompiling. Okay, so then 6 divided by 3 is going to be 2. Uh, 20 divided by 4. So that's going to be 16. It's going to be 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Okay, then this is probably subtraction. 5 minus 3 would be 2. 7 minus 4 would be 3. Okay, yeah, so this is subtraction. So that would equal 0. Okay, 7 minus 3 minus 1 would be... boy, math. 7 minus 3 would be 4, minus 1 would be 3. There it is. What? What did I miss? The -1 signal. I noticed the transmission skipped over it earlier. Odd. Yeah, they have... Well, I mean, they skipped over a few numbers here. Okay, that could be a problem because I think they're using that as a negative symbol. Maybe. Because... Well, and then order of operations is going to matter for negative numbers. What did they send us last time? Not dictionary. Transmissions. So they did 5 minus 3. Computers kind of use... I can't really use dash as subtract and negative. I guess for now I'll just say, well, let's just say neg, I guess. So 3 minus 5 is negative 2. 4, negative 3, plus... Okay, so 4 plus negative 3 equals 1. 1 minus 6 equals what? That's gonna be neg 5. Yeah, because we aren't using... Because we're using negative numbers as words, so we need a different symbol to represent negative numbers. Four, 3, 2, 1, 0. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Okay, so they're giving us a sequence of numbers to check that we're understanding what negative numbers are. So the next number in this sequence would be negative 4. Dr. Collins, I have doubts about your magic number theory for 8 digits. Do you have another theory? Convenience. Computers and communication protocols love power of 2. 8 is 2 cubed. It's merely convenient. Yeah, that's another. Okay, so 2 plus 3. Oh boy, this is quite the math problem they're giving us here. So let's see, that's gonna be 2, 3 plus, and then that's gonna be 2 times that, then divided by 5 minus 2 equals. Okay, and then we've already established there is no order of operations. We're just straight going left to right. So 2 plus 3 is 5. I imagine me writing this in my notebook where you can't see it is not helpful. I don't really have a way to show it though. 5 times 2 is 10. Then we're dividing that by 5 to get back to 2. And then we're subtracting 2 to get 0. All of that for 0. Okay. I don't know what I expected. Working in base 8 is horribly confusing. I would agree with that. I want to get used to it, but whew. Why couldn't the aliens just use base 10 for us? Dude, you're so lucky. There is a puzzle game I played where the aliens used, I want to say base 16, or it might have been base 18. boy, that was way worse than working in base 8. And then, well, there it was a written language, so you had to figure out what these 18 different symbols meant, and it was not at all clear that it was numbers for the longest time. Okay, so why couldn't the aliens just use base 10? Get used to it. It's the same as base 10, but 8. That's a big difference. A difference I kind of understand, but it kind of breaks my brain. Base 8 is easy. Not everyone's a computer whiz like you. I love computers. I think in binary. Beep boop beep boop boop. Poor impression, but I have to admit I'm with Acres. Working in base 8 is frustrating to say the least. I've mostly relied on Dr. Avalar through this stretch. If you insist, Dr. Collins, I will work on something to convert base 10 numbers. That would be nice. Okay, so now we have a new special word, or whatever we're gonna call it. 1,2, so 1 divided by 2 equals 0 something 4? What? 2 divided by 2 equals 1. That makes sense. 3 divided by 2 equals 1, undefined 4. Four divided by 2 equals 2. 5 divided by 2 equals... Okay, so like every other one is using this. Well, hang on, let me look. Before we were doing small number. Okay, maybe we're getting into fractions. Got it. Fractions in base 8 sounds horrifying. Transmissions. Nope, actually, that's not it. We must be in group 4. Okay, so 20 divided by 4 equals 4. What if we did... So we were doing big number, small number. Now we're doing small number, big number. I don't know why it would be 0. This should be like 1/2. Right? But they're in base 8. So for us, that would be like 0.5. But what would that be in base 8? Well, it would be half of 8 instead of half of 10. Okay, so this is their decimal point. I'm really not liking working in base 8 with decimal points. Okay. So 1 divided by 2 is 0.4. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 3 divided by 2 would be 1.4. Okay. 4 divided by 2 would be 2. 5 divided by 2... Okay, that's going to be 2 in base 10. That's 2 and 1/2. So it would be 2 and 0.4 is 1/2 in their system. So it would be 2.4 in base 8. Boy, this is... Oh no. Why is this one 90 lines? Holy crap. I will work on it soon. I have an update to push first. Oh, what's in it? A new update to the dictionary or something? You will see. When? Soon. Oh boy. This is just a demo, right? Like, this has been quite long. Okay. 1 divided by 10 equals 0.1. Okay. It does, because that's 1/8, but 0.1 is also 1/8 in their number system. 2 divided by 10 is 0.2. 3 divided by 10 is 0.3. 4 divided by 10 is 0.4. 5 by 10 is 0.5. 6 by 10 is 0.6. 7 by 10 is 0.7. But then it's going to be 10 over 10 is 1. 11 over 10 is what? Okay, so that's going to be 1.1. Oh, we're getting fireworks on the screen. Whoa, confetti, I love it. I am glad. Dr. Barista, please don't tell me this is the update you were busy coding. I imagine making a base 8 to base 10 number compiler is of higher priority. Hey, Dr. Robot actually made something fun. Look how cool this is. We have confetti now. Still, base 10? When is that update coming? Soon. I can't wait to solve the next one. I want more confetti. Okay, Mr. Monkey Brain. Okay. 5 divided by 4. I'm glad that the devs could have been evil and have just made their division work in the opposite direction. I'm glad they didn't do that. Okay. So that would be 1.25 in base 10. But that's actually 1.25. That's going to be times. Right, so that would be 2.5 would be 0.2. God, this is confusing. So this should be 1.2. Yeah. You know, these aliens sure love puzzles. How else would you want them to communicate with us? In plain English? Yeah, that'd be nice, actually. Then you would be out of a job. Hey, I think I'd be fine without this job. I'm still a highly successful astronomer in the National Space Agency. I worked on Apollo missions for Pete's sake. As a golfer, you fetched Neil Armstrong his coffee. That wasn't all I did, though he's a very respectable guy when you get to know him. And his coffee order? Okay, so 1/4 is 0.2. I think we established this stuff already. 2 over 10 is going to be 0.02. Am I thinking right? No. Okay. This is what I get for doing it in my head. Okay, so 1 over 4 equals 0.2 in base 8. Oh, because I was being dumb. It's actually 2 over 8. Which is going to be 0.4 in their numbering system. No? Oh no, it's the exact same thing. 0.2. Okay, maybe I've been doing this too long. I'm picking up a pattern in these transmissions. Oh yeah? What's that? A new signal appears, we see it used in a few examples, then the meteor waits for a response. A response that proves understanding of the concept. Any theories why? They're teaching us and testing us as we progress. If we go astray on our translation, we won't get far. We would be forced to reconcile any of our misunderstood definitions. A self-correcting system. We define words, test if the definition holds, and press on. Okay, so 5 minus 1.2. Ugh. When are we going to get into the base 10 system? Okay, so 0.2 is 1/4. So it's 5 minus 1 and 1/4. So that would be 3.75 in our numbering system, or 3 3/4. Okay. So then that should be 3.6 in base 8, I think. Yeah. Hi, Bob John Bob. Welcome in. We're working on this game that's like set in the 70s, where there's like this alien meteorite that landed on Earth, and we're trying to figure out how to communicate with it. So far we've established that they use like a base 8 numbering system, and that they're basically like giving us math puzzles. I have another theory on the 8 digits. Is this theory interesting? Barista's last theory, though sound, was less than exciting. What if the number 8 is culturally or biologically significant? Biologically? Why do we use 10? Why is it us humans primarily use base 10? 10 fingers. Exactly. So maybe all the aliens have 8 fingers? Or 8 of something. I suppose they could be octopuses with 8 tentacles. Okay, so this one is 1.3 in base 8. And that times 2. So it should be 2. I think it would just be 2.6. But I might be thinking about the base 8 wrong, because that has been getting me a lot. Okay. At some point, this guy's supposed to, like, allow us to convert to base 10 in the computer. Dr. Barusta, any update on that base 10 converter? Soon. You want to make sure we really understand they're using base 8. Okay. So 1 divided by 4. Okay, so this is a longer math problem then. So it's 1, 4, and we're doing division 1 on 4. Then we have 0.6, which they want added. Then it's 2, which they want multiplied. Yeah, their system uses, like, lists the math operator after as well. So then 0.4 they want added. And then they're asking us what that equals. Okay, well, first I'm gonna convert these back to base 10 to do the math, I think. So 0.6 is really 6/8. And then 0.4 is 4/8. Okay. So 1 divided by 4 is going to be 0.25. What is 6/8 is going to be 0.75. Okay. So 0.25 plus 0.75, that's going to be 1. Oh, and they also don't use like an order of operations. It's just like first to last for the math. It's a really fun puzzle game. And I also really like the concept. Like first contact, like how would you go about designing a system to try and communicate when you basically know nothing about them? Okay, so it's gonna be 1 times 2, which will just be 2. And then it's 2 plus 0.5. So it's 2.5. But for them, 2.5 is 2.4. Because they only go to 8. Okay. I think I'm right, and we'll see. Okay. Okay, and that's the end of week 3. What's new? Oh yeah, this is our boss. I guess he doesn't have an office because we're always meeting in the break room with him. Have we cracked the extraterrestrials' language yet? Dude, we haven't gotten through all of math. Like, we just got to negative numbers. Yes and no. Collins, which part is yes? The meteor taught us basic math, which I was already very good at. Let me rephrase. The meteor has defined a collection of frequencies to represent math operations. Plus, star, minus, and slash is how I've defined them. Tangible progress. I like it. Also, where's Barusta? I'll give you one guess. Playing with his new toys, I presume. A $60,000 custom dual interface full color computer system. 60 grand? No wonder Barusta's so addicted to those machines. Gee, Dop, what's your budget? Not as much as I'd like. Anyways, bring Barusta next time. Ooh, and Alan, I almost forgot your request. Oh my goodness. Is that a fragment of the meteor? Yep, go ahead, pick it up. That's incredible. A meteorite fragment in my own 2 hands. It chipped off on transport. Leave it here when you're done. Good work this week. Head home, get some shut-eye. I'm expecting the demo to end here. It's been a lot longer than I would expect for a demo. Right, so we define division, subtraction, negative numbers, and the decimal point. Alan's journal. Rock and roll. Good old Doppler came through with the meteorite fragment. I've now held rocks from the moon and rocks from an extraterrestrial designed meteorite, both with my own 2 hands. I bet I'm the first to do so. Okay, Alan. Barusta's log. The confetti went over well. 12 hours well spent. Carrie's diary. Dear diary, what's the cause of the aliens' infatuation with base 8 numbers? Is their focus fractured into 8 proportions? Was 8 merely convenient engineering solution independent of their culture? Or is 8 core to their biology? I wonder how the rest of the team is reasoning through this dilemma. I can only imagine the anguish that Dr. Doppler is experiencing maneuvering through these thoughts. Doppler's report. I'd love to treat the translation team to some cheeseburgers, but I don't know any good places around here. Yes, we also get to write our thoughts. I don't know if it does anything with these. I mean, yay, more math. That's about it. Your colleagues have ideas for what these signals mean. You can view the hypothesis entry in the dictionary. Week 4. Wow, this demo's still going. Okay. 0, 0 equals 0 something 0. Base 10 is here. Booyah. Thank you, Dr. Barusta. Finally. Okay. Okay. So everything is now base 10, I guess. I mean, computers already have to do some of that since they're base 2. Representing base 10 in them, it gets kind of complicated. Okay. Okay, looking at the first one, I'm not sure what this is supposed to mean. So 12 equals 1 undefined. What? Zero, 0 equals 0 something 0. 1, 2 equals 1 something. Is it 2? I mean, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2. I don't know what it means, but 2 fits the pattern. I mean, I get it. I know how he solved it, but I don't get what it means. Collins, any analysis? Maybe it will clear up in time. Sounds like a no. Okay. 0, 0. Double commas have usually meant like a hard break or like a change between sequences, but now it's saying 0, 0. Five, 5, 5. I guess I probably... I mean, it's going to be 5 undefined, 5 undefined, 5, right? Like... There's no copy and paste, because I think this actually takes place before copy and paste was invented, which is very weird to think about. I could name this something, but I really don't know what I would even name it temporarily. Okay, it doesn't like that as a word. Okay. So I guess I do need to give this a definition. I guess we'll do 4 question marks because I have no idea what it could mean. Hey, how come the previous transmissions haven't been updated for base 10? I left them the same so we can always go back to see their number formatting. Makes sense. It's funny how simple some of these look once the hydrogen line is subtracted, and now they're in base 10. All a part of the job. Okay, so 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3? Like, I'm still not getting any clue as to what this means. I love this -3 signal. It's too easy. I concur, but that's what scares me. What's scary about that? I'm struggling to put a pin in its definition. What if we miss the core of its meaning? We could be stranded in translation later. That's what scares me. I mean, it's some kind of separator, I guess, but I don't know what. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, and then it's going to be 3, 0. Wait, didn't they just send us this? Oh no, now they're incrementing the second number. Okay. Wait, was it 3 or? It should be 3. Okay. Haven't we seen this transmission before? As in 3 transmissions ago? Good catch, I hadn't noticed. Well, that's why they call me Eagle Eye Allen. I don't know that anyone calls him that. Barista, no one calls you that. Hey, it could have been Drew. Sorry, Dr. Akers, I have my doubts too. Yeah, I don't know why they're asking us the same thing. New update. Arusta, must we play this game every time? Spill it. What's the update? Calculator. It's quite rudimentary. If you use another calculator, I do not blame you. This is appreciated as always, Dr. Arusta. Okay, well, at least it has a base 10 to base 8 function. Output, do not divide by 0. Oh, I am so tempted to divide by 0 now. Or is that saying that's what happens when you divide by 0? Come on, man. Okay. Well, at least it didn't crash. So then it's going to be 3, 6, right? Like... You know, we spent a while with the signal. I'm starting to think once we get -9, we'll be all done. -9 is probably our last signal. Once we get there, we'll have a full set of 10. I hope not. If all this meteor contained was a set of math problems, I'd be less than thrilled. I'll bet you 20 bucks this is the last signal. I don't know, Dr. Akers. I'm not normally one to wager. Collins? Never stop a fool from parting ways with his money. Good point. You have a deal, Akers. Is that their way of saying the game's gonna cost 20 bucks and this is the end of the demo? Okay, so 0, 0, 1, 0. What? 75. Hi, Kaji. Thanks for raiding. Get you a shout out. Gotta get me back? Yeah. So right now we're doing some Next Fest demos. We've been doing this one for a while. It's the signal from outer space, I think. No, the message from deep space, which is a puzzle game. And it's going pretty well, I think. It's still only like my second week streaming, so yeah, the music's in the game. Is it a bit loud or? I think so. Yeah. I think it's my second week.
Roseforge just followed.
Thank you for the follow, Roseforge. No, I still haven't figured out how to get StreamerBot to work correctly. Thank you for the self-care. I'll have some tea here. So yeah, this StreamerBot doesn't like super well define like how their variables work. Like I got it to like grab the user's name who redeems it, but like I don't know, they were like percent symbols to get the username, but then like in some places they were using tildes to define it, but apparently that doesn't work either. So it's also hard to test because you go onto your chat and it's like, well, you can't redeem this if you're not streaming. So I only get one chance to try it out per
Snowy
stream.
Starthicutie just followed.
Oh, thank you, Snowy. So yeah, this game's like set in the 70s where like this meteorite came to Earth that's like sending out some radio signals and you're like trying to figure it out. The demo's like crazy long. We're into like week 4 now, but it's been like figuring out like how math works, and they use like base 8, and it's like it's kind of confusing, but I really like the concept and the puzzles. But I'm really surprised the game's this long for a demo. It's pretty cool though. Before that we had done mold washing, which is a fun little kind of pixel art pressure washing sim kind of thing. Okay, yeah, I might reach out then. I also thought I had set up my bot to do automatic shoutouts, but that doesn't seem to be working either, so well, I'll get it figured out eventually. I don't know what row's highlighted. It's just a square in OBS. Oh, that's one of my emotes. I don't know why. No, it was just a square? Okay. Are you calling me a square? So yeah, like this last set of puzzles, they've given us like something. Like in the past, they've used these as like, math operators or like decimal points, but we don't really know what this one is. I mean, I'm a big nerd. I wouldn't disagree with being called a square, honestly. But yeah, so I'm mostly doing just like variety game type stuff. I do have like some 3D printer stuff. I don't know if I'll wind up streaming any of that or not, but yeah, I'll have to get an emote that's like me as a cube. Avalar Square. Music is too loud? Okay. Yeah, I worked with Draw for Coffee to design my character. I have a better, well, a more fleshed out PNG tuber coming eventually, but she's working on it. My Sona's a cat dragon hybrid. You knew it. Coffee warned me when I had whiskers put on it. She's like, furry artists never draw whiskers. You're going to have to make sure they actually do it. She's like, I don't even draw whiskers. So like, we're keeping her honest there. But yeah, I do have my ref sheet just out on VSona if you are curious to take a look at it. I've got some art from different artists out there too. But yeah, dragons are basically large lizard cats. And dragons all hoard something, and in real life I have 4 cats, so I guess I'm a dragon that hoards cats. They're all rescues, though. Okay. So 0, 1.75, 2, 1.5, 3, 2.5, 4, 3. Okay, now I am confused. Alright, yeah, feel free to raid and run, Kaji. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, now the symbol is like actually doing something. Everything they've given us before was what was it? Transmissions. Yeah, goodbye forever. We miss you already. So is this like doing something goofy with fractions? Or this is making fractions? Oh, it would be so evil if they're like rounding to whole numbers now that they finally switched to showing us the alien numbers in base 10. I wonder if that's what they're doing. Well, let's see. So it'd be 0, question mark, 0, 1, question mark, 0.75. But in their numbering system, oh, they finally gave us a calculator here. So, oh yes, this told us not to divide by 0. So I did it. It says, come on, man. Base 10 to base 8 to base 10. Okay. So they're giving us 0.75. What? That doesn't make sense. Okay, let me see. 1 would just be 1. Okay, so what would 8 be? 8 would be 10. Okay, so 0. Well, 0.5 should be... That should be... Okay, I don't think this base 10 calculator is actually working correctly. 0.5 should be 0.4. Okay. I guess I will be doing this by hand. Oh yeah, see you later, Snowy. Okay. So 0.75 is 3/4. So that would be 0.6, right? Yeah, so that would be 0.6. I don't know that means anything to me, though. Let's keep going on the sequence. Then we have 2. And 1.5, which in their numbering would be 1.4. And then 3, 2.25. Which would be, well, that would be in their numbering, that would be 2.2. And then 4 is 3.5, which would be 3.4. Okay. Do they have any hints for us on this one? No, not yet. Okay, and then they want what 5 is going to be. Okay, so it's 0, so it's 3/4. Then just think of this in quarters. Does this make more sense? It would be 3/4, and then 1.5 would be 4 plus 2. That would be 6/4. 8, 9/4. And then, right. And then 3.5 would be 12/4. No, it'd be 14/4. Although I don't know that that means anything. Do I just have to put in a wrong answer to get a hint, or? I mean, it's going to be a bigger number because the numbers are always increasing. Four did not give a whole number though, right? Oh, 4 did give a whole number. That's why I'm confused. I still don't really know what the question mark represents. Are we doubling each number? Not quite. Are these like powers? Because we haven't gotten into like exponents yet. Okay, this is like the first one where I'm really stumped. Okay, hang on. I think I was onto something with quarters. I just screwed myself up because I wrote 3.5 instead of 3. So, that would be 12 quarters. Okay, so the second numbers are always going up by 3/4. Is that it? Is it just plus 0.75 each number? Yeah, because that'd be 1.5, 2.25, 3. Okay, so it should just be 5 would be 3.75. Oh, are you finally giving me a hint? Hey, Kari, I got a theory I think you should write down. A theory about what exactly? A linguistics theory. Okay. No, trust me, it's a sound idea. You'll like it. Spit it out, Alan. So you want to know about bongos, right? The small drums? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I think I know how the word bongo came to be. I think that people made the drums and started hitting them, and when they hit them, it sounded like bon, bon, bon. So they said, oh, when you hit it, it goes bon, so it's a bongo. Wow, that's a theory for sure. Good stuff, right? You have inspired me. Huh? I have? Mm-hmm. New theory. Alan, do you know why you're called Algo? I am? This is news to me. Mm-hmm. Algo. Alright, well why am I called... Ow, 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 what are you doing? Quit smacking my arm. That confirms the theory. What? What are you talking about? When I hit you, you sound like ow, ow, ow. So you must be an Algo. Oh, pooey, I'm out of here. I need some water. Good luck solving this without me. Barista? Hmm? I couldn't laugh while he was here, but that was pretty good. Of all the theories I've heard in my career, I don't imagine I've heard one quite as creative as that. That is Dr. Akers, never afraid to speak up. And I imagine he's himself in every room to a fault. Or to his credit. Agreed. Alright, I'm back. Did we solve it yet? What did I miss? Nothing. Okay. Was not a hint, but I did figure it out. Okay. So it should just be 3.75. Oh, yes. Compile failed because that's not how we do things, right? Everything needs to be a new line. I forgot. So it's got to be 3.7. Okay. New signal detected. Reading signal. Oh, now we get a new undefined signal. I believe you owe Dr. Collins $20. I know. Here. Pleasure doing business with you, Dr. Akers. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know what the last question mark was, and now we got a new one. What was the last one? Was it just like divided by 4? Does that make sense? I don't know that that makes sense. Add notes here. Oh, okay. What would my notes be? I have no idea what it means. So 46 was the one we just did. So what, did you have any ideas? We're in base 10 now, right? Yes. Consecutive numerical signals are concatenated and converted to base 10 numbers. Okay, that was not helpful. Groups. I don't know. Is it just like a pair or a grouping? Okay. Now we're on to a new concept, and I don't even fully understand the last one we figured out. Okay, so what do we call this one? Since we already have question mark, I can't call this one question mark. Okay, 0 equals something, 0 equals 2. Well, that's not a true statement normally. Something 0 plus 1 equals 3. Something 0 times 3 equals 6. Something 0 divided by 2 equals 1. Something 0 minus 2 equals 0. I am confused. I guess we'll just call this X, because I got nothing. So does x0 always equal 2? Because x0 plus 1 equals 3. X0 times 3 equals 6, so it'd still be 2. X0 divided by 2 would be 1. So like x0 is always 2. But I don't know why. But then, okay, so x1 equals 5. Okay. So then x0 plus x1 would equal 2 plus 5, which would be 7. I don't know why, though. Okay, I'm gonna have to start putting notes in here. Although I have no idea if these are gonna carry over to, like, the full game. So question mark, no idea what this means. I think that's about all I can say about that one. I guess it like tends to be paired with numbers in a sequence. But I mean, everything we have till now is numbers in a sequence, so this, like, x some number has some value. This is before spell check too. I don't know how to spell unique. But I do know how to spell special, so we'll go with that. So like x0 equals 2, x1 equals 5, etc. Okay. But here, x0 equals 0. So like... Oh, so the special value is defined each time? So x0 is 0, x1 is 3, x2 is 2. x0, x1. What? Equals 3. Oh, so x0 plus x1 equals 3. Are these like variables, maybe? Like... Or memory? They might be memory values, actually. Okay. So then x0 plus x2 equals 2. x1 plus x2 equals 5. x0 times x1 equals 0. Okay, I think I get it. They're like defining what each one is. So x0 is 0. Which ones do they want here? They want x1 times x2. Okay, so the first one is 3, the second one is 2, so the answer should be 6. Okay, so these are like memory values, or yeah, they might be memory values, so maybe we should change this to like mem or var. Var makes more sense to me, I guess. Oh, I guess I entered something they expected as invariable, huh? Okay. Okay, so let's recompile this one. var1 plus var0 equals 8. var1 equals 5. var0 must equal 3 then. I still don't know what the -3 symbol is then. Pardon me, Barista, but this calculator, it contains operations that are beyond my expertise. What, you don't know sine and cosine? That's easy stuff. Says the radio astronomer that works with sine and cosine every day. I just hope we never have to use those. We might not. It's just a calculator. Could be handy. And if anything's too scary, you always have an astronomer extraordinaire to help. Oh yes, Acres. Sigh. Sigh. What are you sighing for, Doctor? Dr. Avalar, you too? I'm rolling my eyes so hard they fell out of my head. I wonder if -11 is the last new signal. Maybe we'll define -9 soon and be done. Care for another wager, Dr. Acres? Oh no, I've learned my lesson there already. Okay, so var0 times 2 equals var1. Okay. var0 equals 4. var1 equals what? So var0 is 4. Then 4 times 2 would equal 8. Okay. So var0 equals var1 plus var2. var1 equals 2. var2 equals 4. var0 is... var0 divided by 3 is what? No more dialogue. It's still bothering me we haven't defined signal -9. We need to do better. That signal must be used before we can define it. Listen, I just hate having a hole in our dictionary. It does seem to make the dictionary unhappy. You two are concerned about the well-being of the dictionary? I suppose I'm glad to hear some common grounds between you two, as nonsensical as it may be. So 0 equals 1 plus 2. 1 equals 2, 2 equals 4. So then var0 must equal 6. 6 divided by 3 is going to be 2, right? This is my sign that it's getting late. I can't divide 6 by 3. Yes, that's 2. I'm using a calculator. Okay, that's the end of week 4. Surely this has to be the end of the demo. Oh yes, here's our boss. He must not have a meeting room because every time we meet, it is in, like, the break room. I'm also very concerned about the lost cat poster. Is he lost in this meeting room? Who brought their cat to work at NASA? I don't know. So many questions. Thanks for finally joining us, Dr. Barista. So where are we? They tell us how to solve energy yet? They tell us why the meteor is here now? Is it because we went to the moon? Oh man, Kubrick was right. We went to the moon. We set off a galactic tripwire. Hold on. I'll contact the agency and get a mission to Jupiter underway. Dr. Doppler, with all due respect. Right, getting ahead of myself. Apologies. What do you need? Actually, I have something for you for. A trophy. Pineview High School, Orange County, 1965 champions. A football trophy? Oh, I get it, because we hit it out of this world. Or wait, no, we hit it out of the park or something. Wrong sport, Dr. Akers. It's an Employee of the Week trophy. You four have worked so hard, but I figured it would raise morale to reward particularly exceptional performance. And this week, one of you has... Oh, Dop, that's too kind. Yes, if you insist, I will graciously... Dr. Barusta, congratulations, huh? Thank you, Dr. Doppler. I'm honored. Congrats, Dr. Barusta, for your contributions to working on the computer system. Updating the system so it offsets the signal frequencies by the baseline, the hydrogen line. Right, the hydrogen line. Updating it to implement a dictionary and other helpful tools. Your work has been invaluable. You are the Employee of the Week. I'll take good care of this. This dude is literally just like giving us his high school football trophy. Actually, leave it here. It's gotta stay here. Ah, top secret. Will do. And before we depart, I've got a request for you four. By next week, I'd like to see some sketches of how you picture the aliens. I want to know what you think they look like. Oh, I don't know, Dr. Doppler. I'm no artist, just a linguist. Don't sweat it. I'm not expecting anything grand. Just a sketch is all. Anyway, have a good night, you four. Okay, so this week we got 13 transmissions, 2 words. The words are the one I have no idea what it could be, and the other one is the variable function. Alan's journal. Status? Bothered. The Employee of the Week snub stinks. Guess there's always next week. Barusta's log. Much to do, little time. Gary's diary. Dear Diary, the aliens have begun associating information data numbers with each other. Rather, I should say the aliens' meteor transmissions have begun grouping information. Regardless, what next steps will they take? Doppler's report. Patience is a virtue, huh? Progress will come. Oh, I get to my thoughts too every week. I don't know if they're doing anything with it. No idea what means. Figured out var. Yay math question mark. Your colleagues have some ideas for what these mean. View their hypothesis inside of each entry. Okay, yeah, we will probably look at that. But I don't think I'm going to start the week 5 puzzles because it's getting late and my brain not work good. So somewhere we can see hypotheses. No, that's var. I know what var is. Hypothesis. Bruce is thinking, comma, together, associate. I mean, I guess, but then, like, what do we make this? Stop or break or new line? Add done sequence gap. Okay. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna go for the Telegram stop, and this should be comma, I guess. That just makes everything different, but okay. It's almost like a new line, but like because the way we're communicating is like a radio frequency for every line. Okay. And then, yeah, now they're giving us another undefined thing. Well, okay. How do I actually quit the game? Menu. Save and quit. Okay, so that was the message from Deep Space. Just the demo, which we played for 2.6 hours now. I have to wonder... Well, I guess it comes out June 29th, so I guess they must have, like, the whole game basically done. The game itself will feature 30 plus hours of gameplay. Ooh. Inspired by the golden record aboard the Voyager 1 space probe. Yeah, I do kind of recognize some of it. It's like how would you like communicate anything to aliens? And they spent a long time with the Voyager record thinking of like things they could do. So like they have a few different ways to like define time on it. And then like using that, you can like read other parts of it. And they also put like a couple different radioactive elements on there in like really high purity. So that like aliens could measure it to figure out how old it is from when we had launched it. It's really kind of a interesting thing. I like space stuff. I'm a nerd. Did you notice? Okay. I think I will probably call it there for tonight.